Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of The Daily Detail Tip. I'm Jimbo, your host, and today's episode is brought to you by thedetailerinnercircle.com. You can check out more at detailerinnercircle.com, especially getting into the new year. If you're looking to really elevate your detailing business, take it to the next level, I highly encourage you guys to check out the Detailer Inner Circle. Watch the video, watch the follow-up, and let's get you inside there. Anyway, one thing I have tried to do every year, and actually have tried to do throughout the year, and it's extremely hard to do. It's extremely hard to force yourself to do it, and that's what I found myself having to do. And what that is to take time aside, whether that be, I actually try to do it weekly, just in little spurts, maybe like an hour a week or, 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, whatever. But that is to really get outside of your business, get outside of the detailing industry and kind of recenter, refocus, and then reset some goals or relook at your goals. Now, some people will do this daily, which I think is pretty cool if you can find the time to do that. And how I do it is kind of in the beginning of the year, I like to kind of look at my year at a glance and kind of where do I want to be in March, where do I want to be in June, where do I want to be in September, and then where do I want to be in like December, tail end of, for this example, 2019. So I kind of set out like the year at a glance, and then using that as kind of my skeleton, my outline, I'll come in and really narrow down. This is also a great time to plan, like if you want to run any ads or specials during Valentine's Day, during Christmas, during, spring prep, summer prep, winter prep. Like, it gives you a chance to kind of lay out your entire year. And if you want to do any special marketing promotions during the year. And what this really helps with in that regard is that you don't have this shotgun approach of like, I need work in the shop right now. Let's just do this today. Right? So maybe you have a reminder at the end of every month to send out thank you cards to your clients for that month, or every other month you send out a reminder text. And that's, again, where the Detailer Inner Circle could come in handy with our SMS conversations, our text messaging platform, but you could do it just with your own two thumbs, right? So, but if you set reminders or goals or milestones down and look at them often, it really gets you out of the day-to-day mindset and puts your mindset on the year at a glance or the month at a glance, and it will really help improve your business. So one thing that I'm going to try this year that I haven't honestly tried in the last 10 years of running my own business, and much to the push of my wife, is we're going to take a little family trip, a little family vacation, because that's what we got my kids for Christmas and myself, and I'm really going to use the time to try to disconnect, and I will be very connected to the internet, trust me, I don't go far from that, but disconnect mentally, I guess, and use that time to reflect and really strategize. And I guess that's the goal of this daily detail tip is get away from the day-to-day so you can strategize and build. And so that's what I'm hoping to do. In fact, the time you're probably listening to this episode, the benefit to doing these podcasts is I could record them and then schedule them. So to you guys, there will be no blip in content release at all. I've been working extremely hard the past month and a half to kind of build up my back-end feed, my supply of content, so that there would be no gaps in content. But actually, probably the week that you're listening to this, depending on when I schedule it, I guess, I'm taking that time, it happens to be the first week of the month, first week of the year this year, to really strategize for 2019 and lay down some ground rules for myself, some goals. One of the goals that I have that I'll just talk about is I want to read a book a week, and that would be 52 books in a year. I don't know if I'll hit that goal, but I think it'd be a good goal to set. So kind of my intentions, my strategies, kind of get a clear head, Obviously, if you could afford it, which don't feel bad if you can't, I haven't been able to for the past 10 years. If you can get out of your local area and go somewhere else, maybe if it's freezing cold, Mobile Tech Expo is coming up, which would be a great thing to go to. It's down in Florida. It's going to be a little bit warmer. Maybe if you're in the cold cold parts of the country, going down to Florida may be relatively close to you, or just a warmer part may help to kind of clear your head and help with this strategy. So, and that's the reason why I won't be at Mobile Tech this year, is because we planned this family trip in place of that. But there is a Mobile Tech coming up in Vegas later in the year that I'm kind of beginning to look at. But again, that will be a part of my strategy and kind of decision-making process over this next week, when I try to have a clear mind and see, really what is the most effective things in my business, and kind of hunker down on those. And I guess what comes to mind is that 80-20 principle, where 20% of your actions lead to the 80% of the results, and vice versa. So my thought is, I really want to hunker in on what 20% of my work and my life is producing 80% of the result, and then find the 80-20 in that 20% and kind of just become extremely efficient in life, right? So anyway, I'm starting to rant. Hope that guys helps you, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. See ya.